In the summer of 2025, Real Madrid could be set for a change that goes beyond big money signings or shiny trophies. Not a new superstar, not another Galactico, but a shift in how the team thinks, moves, and expresses itself on the pitch. And that shift is named Xabi Alonso. Returning to the club where he once orchestrated midfield symphonies with surgical calm, Alonso arrives not as a legend clinging to past glories, but as a manager with a clear and evolving philosophy, a footballing identity shaped over years of coaching development refined through experience, and now ready for the greatest stage in European football. Under Ancelotti, Madrid relied on flexibility and player autonomy. Alonso brings tactical structure, positional discipline, and a footballing identity rooted in control, aggression, and above all, speed. Not just speed in running, but speed in thought, structured speed, speed of the mind. His main formation is a 3-4-2-1, a shape designed to help the team move quickly and efficiently. This formation is not a static alignment of players, but a fluid framework that encourages rapid circulation, intelligent movement, and constant verticality. It begins at the back, with a line of 3 central defenders who are not selected for their defensive solidity alone, but for their ability to remain calm, resist pressure, and break lines with daring forward passes. In Alonso's system, defenders are not the base of the team. They are its launch pads. They are instructed to initiate the attack, to look forward first, and to seek vertical progression over safe recycling. In front of them sits a double pivot in midfield, tasked with maintaining the tempo of the game, often under intense pressure. But instead of shielding or slowing play, these midfielders are required to think quickly, move the ball even quicker, and draw opponents into pressing traps that can be immediately bypassed through intelligent one-touch combinations. Alonso encourages passes into congested areas with the aim of creating space elsewhere. When the ball is played into pressure, defenders are drawn in. A quick return pass creates a numerical superiority, and the third man, typically one of the dual number 10s, bursts into the newly vacated space. This triangle of pressure absorption and release is the fundamental attacking unit of Alonso's model. The 2 attacking midfielders stationed behind the central striker act as the team's creative metronomes. They are the link between midfield structure and attacking chaos, players who must be technically secure, positionally intelligent, and capable of executing rapid combinations in tight spaces. In this Real Madrid squad, Arda Güler fits this description almost perfectly. Operating in the right half space, Güler resembles Alonso's most trusted creative player at Leverkusen, Florian Wirtz. Like Wirtz, Arda is press-resistant, imaginative, and adept at moving the ball forward with minimal touches. His ability to think 2 steps ahead to connect midfield and attack without breaking tempo makes him an ideal candidate for this crucial role. With Rodrigo occupying the opposite 10 role, both players equally versatile, aggressive, and incisive, Alonso could deploy a hybrid playmaker who combines elegance with relentless forward thrust. Ahead of them, the number 9 is not just a finisher, but a multifunctional forward who must press from the front, link up in transitions, and time their runs to exploit disorganized defensive lines. In this context, Kylian Mbappé is the perfect fit. His game is built for verticality. He thrives on minimal touches, sharp movements, and decisive actions. Alonso's emphasis on third-man runs, fast-forward combinations, and high-speed transitions will play directly into Mbappe's strengths. He doesn't dwell on the ball, doesn't need multiple touches to create danger. He receives, accelerates, and finishes. In this system, Mbappé becomes the perfect outlet, using quick transitions and sharp movement to break down defenses. The wingbacks are where the system's asymmetry truly comes to life, an intentional imbalance, carefully designed to pull opponents out of shape and create space where it matters most. On the right, the player would be used not as a traditional wide runner, but as an inverted playmaker. With Trent in that role, he would drift into central zones during build-up, controlling tempo with short passes, providing overloads in midfield, and launching trademark diagonal switches into advanced areas. On the left, however, Alonso requires a more conventional wingback, one who stays wide, makes constant overlapping runs, and delivers from wide areas. While Theo Hernandez would be the ideal candidate for this role, Real Madrid's own Miguel Gutierrez, who has been performing impressively elsewhere, could provide the perfect solution for Alonso. Known for his dynamism, crossing ability, and positional awareness, Miguel offers a balance of offensive thrust and defensive stability. Another potential returnee is Álvaro Carreras, whose work rate and attacking instincts make him an exciting option. Between these players, Alonso has a ready-made left flank that could stretch play and provide consistent width to complement Trent's inverted role on the opposite side. A player like Vinicius Jr. could also fit into this role, returning to his roots as a pure left winger, staying wide, focusing on beating defenders, and delivering into the box without being burdened by constant defensive responsibilities. In this system, he can thrive in attack while others manage the balance on that side of the pitch. In midfield, the tempo must remain high at all times. Valverde's explosive surges, Camavinga's ability to resist pressure and dribble quickly in tight spaces, and Bellingham's adaptability across all phases of play make them perfect midfield engines. Tchouaméni could also be important, though he'll need to adapt to playing faster in this system. In fact, we could see him playing as a centre-back, where his ability to break lines with passes can be more useful than in midfield. Defensively, Alonso favours controlled aggression. His pressing game is not a chaotic charge, but a series of orchestrated triggers. Upon losing the ball, the nearest players immediately press in units, looking to recover possession within 5 seconds. But the press is designed to block passing lanes, not just harass the ball carrier. It's intelligent, reactive, and spatially aware, a pressing scheme built as much on collective discipline as on individual energy. Players like Rodrigo, Arda, Bellingham, and Camavinga, all technically sharp and positionally alert, are ideal operators in such a system. Where Carlo Ancelotti built a flexible environment that allowed stars to improvise, Alonso offers a system where stars are guided by structure. Ancelotti's philosophy gave players the freedom to express themselves, while Alonso gives them a framework within which that expression becomes more purposeful, more synchronized, more dangerous. Every player has a role, every action has a reason, and every sequence is connected to a larger tactical objective. And this, ultimately, is the essence of Xabi Alonso's Real Madrid, a team no longer reliant on spontaneous brilliance alone, but one capable of producing it through collective rhythm.